She was the fantasy of a generation, a Hollywood bombshell with ice blonde hair and eyes that could melt the screen. Kim Basinger became a symbol of beauty and allure, starring in iconic films like 9.5 Weeks and LA Confidential. But behind those glamorous roles and red carpet smiles lies a haunting, complex story, one that few truly know. Now, through a series of rare and shocking photographs, we see the real Kim Basinger, the woman behind the myth, the pain behind the perfection, and the courage it took to live life on her terms. Kim wasn't born into stardom. Raised in Athens, Georgia, in a conservative Southern Baptist home, her early life was one of structure, silence, and anxiety. One rare childhood photo shows a shy little girl clutching a stuffed animal, eyes wide with fear. From a young age, Kim suffered from severe social anxiety, a struggle that would follow her into adulthood. Even as she became one of the most photographed women in the world. In her early 20s, Kim left for New York to become a model. She was stunning, tall, elegant, and otherworldly. But the fashion world was cruel. In one behind-the-scenes photo from a 1970s shoot, Kim stands apart from the other models, arms crossed, eyes distant. That image wasn't staged, it was real. She often felt like an outsider in an industry obsessed with image but blind to vulnerability. And yet, she pushed forward, quietly building a career that would soon take her to Hollywood. When she transitioned into acting, the roles came fast, but so did the pressure. Kim quickly became typecast as the sultry blonde, often forced into roles that prioritized her looks over her talent. A rare candid photo from the set of 9.5 Weeks shows her sitting alone between takes, wrapped in a blanket, staring at the floor. She later revealed that the emotionally intense scenes in that film left her shaken and numb. She was praised for her beauty, but few understood the personal cost behind the performances. Despite the fame, Kim never felt comfortable in the spotlight. She avoided interviews, shied away from press events, and often disappeared for long periods, earning a reputation as reclusive. One shocking paparazzi photo shows her leaving a grocery store in oversized clothes, no makeup, and visibly distressed. Tabloids ridiculed her for it, but the truth was simple. She was battling anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. Fame had opened every door, and yet it often felt like a prison. But Kim Basinger wasn't just a fragile beauty, she was a fighter. In the 90s, she famously bought an entire town in Georgia to preserve its legacy, risking her fortune for a cause she believed in. Another rare image shows her standing on the property in jeans and boots, hammer in hand. This wasn't a publicity stunt, it was the real Kim, raw, grounded, and fearless in her own quiet way. She later won an Oscar for LA Confidential, proving to the world and to herself that she was more than just a pretty face. And in recent years, rare photos have surfaced of Kim smiling with her daughter Ireland, living a life of peace away from the cameras. The untold story behind these shocking rare photos isn't about scandal, it's about strength, about a woman who fought battles no one saw, who stood tall in a world that tried to reduce her to a role. Kim Basinger's true beauty was never just in her face, it was always in her fight.